Hello, good afternoon. It's Mrs. Z, and it is exit ticket lesson, grade 5, mission 1, lesson 4. Okay, exit ticket. It says convert using an equation with exponent, which exponent is a power. So there are 2 meters. We need to change it into centimeters. So the bigger unit needs to be changed into smaller units. So when you have bigger units that you need to know, then 1 meter is equals 100 centimeters. So if you have 2 meters, you need to say, oh, I have 2 meters times 100 centimeters. That must equal to 200 centimeters. 200 centimeters. Or we can see this is 2 times 10 on a power of 2. So 100 is 10 on a power of 2. 2 meters times 10 on a power of 2 represents 200 centimeters. I can say this also like that, cm, centimeters. Okay, next, B. It says 40 millimeters. Milli is the smallest unit in a metric system. You have 40 millimeters. That means you need to change it into bigger units, into meters. So when you have a small part of it, so this is how you look. If I have this, it goes, these are the little millimeters. So I have 10, 20, 30, 40 millimeters. So I have here 4 centimeters or 40 millimeters. So that is not even 1 decimeter. So you can say that if you have a 40 millimeters, you don't have the whole meter. So very simple, Mrs. Z could think about, if I have a 40 millimeters, you can think that you need 1,000 pieces to have the whole meter. So you do not have a whole meters. You do not have the decimeters. Look, you're right about here. So decimeters is still here. So you don't have even decimeters. So you are right here. So that means you have a 0 decimeters, but you have a 40 millimeters, and 40 millimeters is a 1, 2, 3, 4 centimeters. So you have a 4 centimeters, or you have 40 or 40 millimeters. So what means this, that 40 millimeters could be written as a 0 holes and 40 thousands or 40 millimeters. You can also see this as 40. You can think about this to write. You can have 40 millimeters, and you divide that with 10 and a power 3, which really is 40 out of 1,000 pieces. So you can see that if you have 40 out of 1,000 pieces, you have a 40 thousandths. You do not have whole meters. You do not have tenths. You only have a 40 out of 100. So that would be the explanation how I got this answer for that problem. All right. So that could be the one way of seeing it. Okay. Said, read each aloud as you write equivalent measures. Okay. A piece of fabric measured 3.9 meters. Express the length in centimeters. So we have the bigger value. I'm going to use my white paper. So we have a 3.9 meters. Okay, each meter is 100 centimeters. So if I needed to do is like 3.9 times 100 centimeters. So now when you know that you will the value gonna grow 100 times, you can use your knowledge of using the place value chart. So if I take this 3.9, the number is going to get 100 times bigger. So I'm going to draw my lines. I'm going to use hands. Okay, so it's going to be 1 times 2 times. So 3 going to be here, and then 9 going to be here, and then 0, the decimal would be. So then if I have a 3.9 meters, I also have 390 centimeters. So because the 3 times 100 is 300, so the 0.9 means that I have 390 centimeters. 390 centimeters by using a place value chart and multiplying by 100. Okay, now the next is, let me see what I have, is this one here. B, I'm going to use also my white paper. Mr. Ram's thumb measure 4 centimeters. So thumb is 4 centimeters. Express the length in meters. If he thinks this is 4 centimeters, look, that is a thumb, and his is 4 centimeters. Mine is bigger. If I think this way, long, how long is my thumb? But his thumb is 4 cm, 4 centimeters. And I need to express that into the meters. So 1 meter is 100 centimeters. So I only have a 4 out of 100 centimeters. So his thumb is a 4 out of 100 that represents the meter. So I can see this as 4 divided into 100, or I can see this as 4 divided into 10 and a power of 2. Either way, 4 centimeters will be. Now, if you like to use your knowledge of place value chart, this is a 4. If 4 centimeters, so 4, and I can't, 4 centimeters divided into the 100, so it's going to move 100 times to the left, so the 4 going to go once, twice, so 4 is going to be right here. So decimal point, so the answer would be 0.04 is that. So what means that 4 divided by 100 is 0, and 4, it's a 400ths. 4 out of 100 pieces. So when you think logically, you can think this. If you can think 100 pieces of centimeters is in a meter. So if you have only 4 of them, look, if you only have these 4 centimeters, you do not have the meter. You do not have even decimeters, so you only have those 4 centimeters. So how you can say this? If I have a 4 centimeters, I do not have a whole meter. I do not have a decimeter. I only have a 4 out of 100 centimeters. So 4 centimeters. So that is 0.04 meter. So 4 centimeters is 0.04 meter. Okay, guys, that was B for exit ticket, and it was Mrs. Z. I really hope that this is a hard topic for students, and I hope more practice will get it better for you. Just think about what you need to change. Is the smaller unit to the bigger unit, or it is a bigger unit to the smaller unit. So that depend. That means, are you going to need multiply by power of 10 or divide by power of 10? So that's what it is. Okay. Thank you very much. See you next time.